are in PWR country down here in Erie, Pennsylvania. This guy kind enough to spend a couple moments with us, Mr. John Rodin. How are you, man?
Good. How are you?
Man, how long have you been in this business?
We're going on 8 years now.
8 years.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now you got a very young-looking face.
Yeah, I do. That's good then. That's good to hear.
It's good. So what year? So what age did you start?
17.
17 years old.
Yeah.
And now there's a flip side to this. Not only did you start at 17, but you had quite the drive to get your training in.
Yeah, I'm in between Erie and Pittsburgh, and I would have to drive every weekend to Pittsburgh, an hour and a half, and go down and train, and set up the ring for some shows, and yeah, I guess dedicated. I know some people have driven farther, but hour and a half is quite a haul when you're 17.
Jeez,
yeah,
man. So I mean, if you had to pinpoint the guy that that kind of roped you in and pulled you into being a wrestling fan, who would that have been?
Kurt Angle.
Kurt Angle.
Yeah, definitely. I'm from Clarion, so that's the college you went to.
Yep.
Yeah, definitely Kurt Angle, Eddie Guerrero. Those
Guerrero.
are my top two. That's 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Every time.
Damn, man, that's quite the. It's quite the following right there.
2 good picks, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, have you had a chance to see All In?
No, I just caught bits and pieces of it, just like highlight reel type stuff, but
right.
Bits and pieces.
Now the buzz that this show has created for the wrestling business. From your point of view, you being where you are in the business right now, how much of a shot in the arm was this for the wrestling business?
Yeah, that's just been the last couple of years with indie wrestling. Like, it's giving guys like me a chance, hope that you can actually make money and, make this your full-time job, which is, I think, everybody's goal. Mm-hmm. So definitely when you see something like that, and a lot of the young kids that they're putting on the show too, it makes everybody want to step their game up and get those opportunities. You got to be out there, you got to get the reps in, and that's the only way you're going to get onto these and get these chances.
You talk about traveling an hour and a half, for training, but there's travel involved in the indie scene in general. Mm-hmm. How much of a toll does that take on you?
It can whenever you hold down a full-time job and you're trying to scratch and claw. Like tonight, I'll be here and I'll leave and I'll probably get home at 1 o'clock in the morning, and then I'll get up at 4 in the morning to go to work for 8 hours. And like I said, I've had 4-hour drives. This is an hour and change, but there's longer hauls. But yeah, it eventually takes a toll because you get beat up, you get wore out, and this is all you want to do, and you wait all week for it, but then you gotta, one night you're a superhero, and the next you go back to
being whomever.
Yeah, being whoever you gotta be,
But I guess that's the real side that people don't see.
Yeah.
And that, that they see the lights, the cameras, what they watch it on TV, but that's an aspect of pro wrestling that fans, need to see probably to maybe get a grasp of what you guys really go through.
Yeah, that's like everybody. Like you look at, I when people try to ask me about indie wrestling and try to compare it to something or get an idea of how do you make it, I always compare it to like a band. Like you're going to play in bars, you're going to play wherever you can go, and you take the chance that somebody's going to see you and like what they see. Right. You know what I mean? You never know when the opportunity is going to be there, who's watching, so you always got to treat it like that, Yeah. And it's the guys that dedicate themselves and make these drives that are going to get noticed.
Yeah. So now comes with the fun question. Are you a big gamer? Video game?
Not like I should be. No, we were talking about that on the way up, actually, me and the guy I'm riding with. Not like I should be. Why?
Well, the question would be, have you ever made yourself in a pro wrestling video game?
No, when I was younger, I made the version that I thought I would be, big jacked up, way bigger than I am, and mohawks and tattoos all over, and I guess you could say I've made a version of myself, but yeah.
Okay, and did you make yourself to the champion?
Yeah, you always have to. Yeah. Well, yeah. Why wouldn't you?
It's a prerequisite.
Yeah. Why would you waste your time making yourself?
Actually, I did interview somebody recently that said that they didn't. So I don't. They're
out of their mind.
Well, look out for this guy. He's young. He's up and coming, and he's going to be something someday. This is John Rodin.
Thank you.
Thank you.